Welcome back, humble traders. Today I'll be doing a technical breakdown on Advanced Micro Devices, ticker symbol AMD. Before we begin, remember take a second to give the video a like and subscribe as it will greatly help out the channel. Do note that I will not provide any buy or sell calls, but focus on the potential traps laid out by the market makers. Without further ado, let's take a look at AMD. So AMD doesn't seem to be looking too good. You could see that this support here did not hold well. And in fact, it was tested about 3 times. And the third time, we actually broke through this support. And it has been 2 days since we actually went below this support. So that's not really a good sign unless we are able to go back above this $100 psychological resistance level, then that would be a good sign. However, it seems that now we are still drifting down. So where exactly are my potential supports that I'm looking at? Currently, you can see that previous resistance here, sometime in June, July of 2021, we did see some resistance at around $95, and currently now it's being turned to support. So that's a good thing. However, if this were to break down, then I'm looking at a second support coming in at around say 89, 90, and this is just below the psychological support of $90. So potentially there may be some retail investors who put their stop losses around 88 to 89, and you can see that this previous resistance hopefully it turned to support. And of course, it may also go down further by every $5, say 85, 80, and thereafter even 75. So you can see that the wave down for this particular wave was quite deep. In fact, it was around from 155 all the way to around $100. So this was the first wave down, and then the second wave, we may potentially be looking at around 75, and which is this particular low. So it's still quite far away. That being said, the market sentiments are still very weak, and we need to be careful because all these movements and all these rebounds may only be a short-term rebound. We are currently now still below the clouds. So when we are still below the cloud has a resistance on the way up. You could clearly see that down here, when we were trading around 124, 125, we hit this cloud resistance and did not manage to pierce through this cloud. And thereafter, we continue to slide down further. So currently now AMD is very much like on a downtrend on the daily charts. So it's not looking too good. Any rebound may only be just a rebound rather than a reversal. Of course, we need to be careful here at around 70 to 75. There may be potential stop hunting where majority of the investors actually put their stop losses just below here. But of course, that's still far away, so we'll see how it goes. Look at the daily MACD. The daily MACD is not looking good at all. You can see the histogram is still very red, and it will continue to become redder. Let's take a look at the weekly charts to get a better idea. So you can see that currently the weekly charts, we have dropped below the clouds. And historically speaking, AMD has not actually went below the clouds. It always found some good support on the clouds. So you can see that cloud support here. And we are overstretched, and now we are having a bigger correction. And the cloud is currently not acting as a support. So it may be that the market makers are actually deliberately flushing out all the stocks and all the retail investors to make sure they panic sell just below these cloud levels. However, if we are still to continue falling for a few weeks or even months or so, then that would not be a good sign. We should be able to have some consolidation between this period, which is very similar to this. So let's take a look at the monthly chart to see where exactly our potential supports. So on the monthly chart, you can see that the baseline, the conversion line is not holding at all. You can see that this blue line is here. This red line also did not hold true. This red baseline is actually currently around $100. So we are already below this red baseline. And ideally, we should close above this red baseline as soon as possible, or at least for the week. Looking at the MACD for the monthly chart, you can see that we never once actually cut below the orange line except for this particular period of time, and now we have actually cut quite deep. Of course, and the stock can always go back up once again, but looking at these charts now, it seems that it's not looking too good, and we may continue to slide further until there is potential panic selling, and where the majority of the retail investors actually cut their losses. Then only after that has happened, then we may potentially see a reversal to continue the uptrend. So if there's any changes, I'll give you guys an update. Thanks for stopping by, And don't forget to subscribe as you keep the channel intact. Leave a comment below if you have any other stock tea requests. Till we meet again, appreciate the manipulation.